Hey everyone! As soon as I seen this tag, I just knew that I had to do it. I watched it on Zoe London's channel and I'll link that below because she's the one who started this tag, and I just really enjoyed it and I loved all the questions that were asked. I also seen Rhianna, I'm going to link her video as well because I loved that one. I just really wanted to do this tag. I'm fully into my music at the moment. So this is going to be the music memories tag. First question is your worst gig experience. I haven't had like a really bad experience at a gig. Every band I go and see or whatever, I always try and pull the best from it. There's a few things that have happened a few times when I've been to see different bands, and usually it's just down to drunk people. Also, I'll give a few examples. I was at Years and Years and some couple just started arguing in front of me just as they were about to come on stage, and it was such an awkward atmosphere. It felt like I was gonna have to break up a fight before the gig had even began. It just felt like it really ruined the gig at the beginning. Also, when I was at Two Door Cinema Club, I think someone actually wet themselves because they literally just cleared the floor. Recently when we were at Reading, seeing Red Hot Chili Peppers, the experience was just spoilt by the people that were there because people act like complete idiots. Just in general, drunk people, I don't mind people drinking at gigs, but sometimes people just take it too far. Question number 2 is a music video that blew your mind. I was thinking about this question for so long because I really love watching music videos. When I was younger, when I started getting into the indie bands that I'm into now, I created a playlist on YouTube, which I still have. It is on my watch later, so any video I used to see or any song that I loved, I used to just add it to my watch later. I was going through that list the other day and there's just so many bands that I just started getting into, and you can just see as I was getting into them I was just adding more and more of their songs to the list. I'd get home from school or sixth form and I would just watch all the videos in a row. I was watching one the other day. This one is by Foals. So if you were into Foals when they first began, they were all doing Cassius and everything like that, I don't know if you have seen their music video which is called Hummer. I was watching this the other day and I just found it fully hilarious. It didn't blow my mind, but it blows my mind to the fact that they're so different to what they're like now. So if you haven't seen the music video, I'll link it below. It's totally random, but at the same time it's quite funny to watch. There's a bit where he's in tennis sort of clothes and he's doing a dance. So I don't want to keep answering these questions with Foals all the time, but it's such a big part of what I listen to for my music. Question number 3 is a gig that made you lose your shit. The first gig I went to was Foals. I seen them when they come to play in Coventry, and I remember that I was fully into them at the time. I'd literally just discovered Foals and I was I have to go and see them. They're in my hometown. I just have to. I took my friend Laura. If you're watching this video, I don't know if she watches my videos, but she will remember I used to take her to a lot of gigs, a lot of bands I was into, so I have to apologise for that, Laura. Go and see Foals together. I remember that when they first came on, I was literally screaming in her face oh my god, it's Yanis. I was so excited. I just couldn't believe that they were there. I've been to 6 Foals gigs now, and every single one you just have to go insane. But another gig that I went to, Still Fighters. That gig I can only describe as just being I literally felt like I was on another planet. When they played I Love London, that song, oh my god, it was just a rave. It was insane. I didn't even feel like I was at a gig. I felt like I was in some rave somewhere. And at that gig as well, they told everyone to turn off their phones and just indulge in the moment and enjoy seeing them there. They got everyone to hug each other in the audience, and it was such a lovely moment. Just total strangers hugging each other and enjoying the moment. It was amazing. The bands you wish you could join. One that I instantly thought of was Time. Imagine getting to share their wardrobe on tour. They always are just so on point with their style, and also they just seem they're really cool girls to hang out with. They're just such a cool girl gang. This question also took me a while to answer, and this is a song that reminds you of your partner or your friend. Obviously I have to say Jay. We have a lot of songs together that something I'll listen to that will remind me of him. The one that sort of stands out for me, and I don't know if he'll actually agree with this, but we went once down to Stratford and we had a really lovely weekend there. On the train on the way back, he played a band to me called Lighthouse on the Whaler. There's a song called Venice, and I listened to it quite a while after that. It always just reminds me of him. Also another band which I think they're called Panama or something like that. They do a song Always, and that always reminds me of him as well. Another one which is quite a funny one, and you'll probably kill me for saying it. The song called, I think it's by Kaiser, and it's Hideaway. They used to always put it on whenever we went out together, clubs and stuff, and I'd literally just look over at him and he would just be doing like... Best gig ever. I have seen a lot of bands, so to sort of claim it like the best gig is like a massive thing. Don't know why, but it's always one that sticks out in my mind. First time I ever seen Two Door Cinema Club. The morning of that gig, I broke up with my ex. I was in two minds whether to still go or not. I decided to just go on my own. I used to go to a lot of gigs on my own because I purely just love music, and there was a lot of bands I wanted to see, and like my friends at the time were not really into like the bands I was into, so I would literally just go see them on my own because I really wanted to. And Two Door Cinema Club, I just thought, I have to see these, I pay for the tickets. I went to that gig that night and I just felt like I was in the best atmosphere. There was so many people in the audience that night. We were just so nice and everyone was dancing together. And it's quite rare to get that because a lot of the time I've been to gigs and people have been really irritating. Like I've had someone really tall standing in front of me, and that night it was just like perfect. Then when I left, it was like on a total whim and I didn't plan it whatsoever. I was in the car and I was leaving, my dad picked me up. And as I was going round the back of, this is at the O2 Academy in Birmingham, driving like round the back, I spotted Alex Trimble from Two Door Cinema Club, and he was standing at the back and he was just like signing like pictures and stuff. I was just like, oh my god, I have to go meet him. And I literally got out of the car while he was still moving. I threw myself out of the car and I was like, I have to meet him. I went up and I waited and he was so lovely. I just remember I was just rambling some total crap. I did not know what to say whatsoever. I remember saying that I just split up with my boyfriend, but I didn't care because I'd had an amazing time and he must have thought I was the biggest weirdo. I still like cringe just thinking about it to this day. It was such an amazing moment, getting to see him having an amazing gig and then meeting him at the end without even planning it was just like insane. Cannot wait to see Two Door Cinema Club soon, touring with their new stuff. Really wanted to see them at Reading, but I went to see Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I don't regret it because I am still planning on seeing Two Door Cinema Club when they tour. The last song you listened to, so I'm going to check my iPod because I was listening to it yesterday on the way home. I'm just going to see like the first song that comes up that I had before I turned it off. It was Holding On To You by 21 Pilots. I am really obsessed with them at the moment. I think I mentioned it on my last video that I am really like loving 21 Pilots at the moment. I listened to their newest album. I've gotten into them so much. I always do the backwards thing of listening to their newest album and then their oldest. So I don't know why, I've been listening to their older album, and Holding On To You is one that I just love so much. It's just a really, really good song, so I was listening to that last. Question number 8 is a song that sums you up. This one I find like really hard to answer. There's so many songs that I just don't really think that there's like one that really sums me up. So I decided to do a top 5 of bands that you'd listen to and sort of sum me up as a person. Number 1 has to be Foals. I would also say Crystal Fighters, Empire of the Sun, Two Door Cinema Club and Metronomy. I love anything that is like really quirky and is quite like electro sort of indie. I'm into anything that has got like a bit of a beat and you can like dance to it. Also I love anything that's like really nostalgic and summery, so bands like Empire of the Sun and Crystal Fighters, they're really summery and they have loads of memories associated with them, so I think that they really sum me up as a person. Number 9 is, what musical era do you wish you were around in? I think I'd probably have to say maybe the 60s or 70s, like the whole mods and rockers sort of movement. I've always been really obsessed with that era. Also like the 90s. The 90s had some really great music. Obviously I was like born in the 90s, but I wasn't around to fully enjoy that era. Number 10 is a surprising music fact about you. The thing I could really think of is when I was younger, I can't remember when it was, but I was in primary school, I started learning to play the viola. I was quite good at it actually, but I decided to give it up. Everyone in my class that was learning to play the viola, they got asked did they want to continue it if we had to pay, and I remember the day everyone was just like handing in their violas back over and their violins and stuff because they didn't want to learn to play if they had to pay, and that's why I give it up. Because I could have been like quite a successful viola player now, who knows. I also started learning to play guitar when I was in sixth form, but then I give it up because I was trying to teach myself and I just found it way too difficult. But playing the guitar is something that I've always wanted to get into doing, and one of my goals, which is currently on my bucket list to do, is to learn to play the drums. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching that video. I feel like I went through the questions really quickly. I actually really wanted to do this video with my boyfriend, but he's still quite camera shy, so hopefully, and if you request it, I would love to get him on my channel at some point. And I really want to do like more music videos because I really enjoy talking about music and stuff. I was thinking about doing my first, and then the first album I ever bought, and the first gig I ever went to, first person I ever met that was famous or whatever, that type of thing. So if you'd like a video like that, then I could think about doing that. I think that would be quite cool to do. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you watch the videos that I linked down below because they're really good. Till next time everyone, take care and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Bye!